Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2. And today I'm gonna be giving you part 24 of What If Naruto Got a New Bloodline. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And I recently posted Uchiha Naruto the Sage on this channel, so go ahead and check that out and enjoy. And also on my main channel tonight, Anime King. And if this is the first time you're hearing of Anime King, go over there and check it out. I have 600 lovely what ifs over there for you guys. And if you enjoy them, go ahead and click the red subscribe button while you're over there and enjoy all the lovely what ifs that are coming your way. So tonight I'm going to be posting what if Tsunade was Naruto's mother, and also what if Kurama gave Naruto a dojutsu. So yeah guys, remember to stay in tune and enjoy all the lovely what ifs coming your way. And if you're new to Anime King 2 and this is the first time you're hearing my voice, remember to click that red subscribe button and join the Anime King 2 family and be a part of the channel. And also comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So the last time we left off, we had the whole ordeal with Naruto and the marriage. After that, Tsunade sent Yamato, Sakura, Naruto, and Sai on a mission to investigate one of Orochimaru's old hideout. So the last where we left off, they headed off. So yeah guys, you can switch across the playlist and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. When the group entered the base, they didn't see anything special. In fact, only thing they saw was a stone hallway that went on for a long while. And there was also several doors and the rooms were empty. As they continued their search, taking it slow and examining each room they came to. While they did so, they deactivated all the traps they know of, thanks to Sai searching. Damn, this place is awful, Naruto mumbled as he was disgusted to what he has already seen, as there was a room with organs alone in them, in jars. Yes, but sadly, this doesn't seem to be one of Orochimaru's main bases, said Yamato. They then enter a room, as they saw traces like someone was just there, as the team got ready to fight. As they didn't sense anyone, as Sai walked over to the table and picked up a scroll. As he did, there was a small blue light under it glowing. Damn it, Naruto said as he recognized a seal as he tackled Sai down to the ground where Yamato and Sakura was, as the entire place then exploded. But none of them was harmed, as Naruto told them that Sai just activated a sealing trap. When he picked up that paper, it activated the other seal on the wall, causing it to explode. As they then searched the room and went off to the next one, the other room was completely dark. As then, lights then started to appear out of nowhere. As everyone got ready, as Sai took out his small sword. Lovely, isn't it? As they saw what was on the ground, the entire place was covered in dead, decayed bodies. What is this? Said Sakura. This just shows how successful Sasuke training is, said Orochimaru. Sasuke did this? Asked Naruto. Yes, isn't it wonderful? All these failed experiments doing their final duty to show how much my Sasuke has grown, said Orochimaru. How could Sasuke do this? Sakura asked as she was terrified as she looked at the mindless slaughter, as most of these people looked like they were civilians who was just forced to fight. Oh, none of them were experiments. These were just random people who I told that they would be free if they defeated Sasuke, but as you can see, he cut each of them down, said Orochimaru with a chuckle, as Naruto's body then started to glow with the Kyuubi's chakra. Now Naruto, as much as I would like to play with you at the moment, I am too busy with my subject, Orochimaru said, as Orochimaru quickly flipped away and dodged a chain that was coming at his head. Don't worry Naruto, even if I don't fight you, you will still have to fight. Now have fun, he said, as he melted away into the wall. As the lights then went off, as something clogged the pathway, a giant boulder, stopping them from exit, as there was one door in the room, and a lot of noise was coming from it. What the hell? Said Sakura. All of them turned around as they quickly prepared themselves to fight what was coming from that room. As the door then burst open, as it horrified each of them except for Sai, who was built and trained to hold back his emotions. As they saw a mutated human in front of them, he was like 5 times big as each of them. He had 4 arms. His body was just slumming on the ground, and he was drooling from the mouth like a maniac, and his skin was black and purple. As Naruto pulled out 4 kunai and tied something on them, as he then threw them to the corner of the room, as the kunais then light up with a tag around them, as they got a complete look at the thing in front of them, making all of them wonder what Orochimaru has been up to. As they then heard more noise, and behind the man was more of them, as all of them had different mutation, as the group of creatures then charged towards them. Thankfully though, this group of mutation seemed to be relatively slow. What the hell is this bastard doing to people? Naruto thought as he looked at all of the creatures that are heading towards him. As Naruto saw the lifeless look in their eyes, they want to be killed, Naruto said, as he saw they were no longer human. As he rushed forward, breaking away from the group, as he brought out a kunai, dodging the creature's punch and swipe at the creature's neck. As Naruto jumped back, as a creature released black blood. What the hell? Why do they have black blood? Naruto said as he looked down at the puddle of black blood. Worry about that later. For now, just eliminate the threat, said Yamato as Naruto quickly refocused. As Naruto and his group was quickly able to wipe them all out. As the door then opened again, as a normal man came in with a white coat. As he looked at the group, Orochimaru wants you all dead, so I have to do this, as he pulled out a syringe as he stuck it into his neck. He then felt an extreme pain in his heart as he started to change, as his skin turned red, as his body started to grow in muscles, as his shirt got ripped, as he looked like a giant bodybuilder who had serious sunburn. As the man then dropped to his knees, as he then started to let out an insane laugh, as he then stand up while breathing heavy. Ah, that hurt. But now, I can rip you all to shreds. As he felt power coursing through his body. Yes, I am invincible now. As the whites of his eye turned a sick yellow color and his pupils were very small. Prepare to die, he said, as he rushed towards them, breaking the ground underneath his feet as he ran. As he came down on Yamato hard, Yamato brought out a kunai as he blocked the man's hand. As the man started to come down even harder, even though the kunai was going into his flesh, he came down even harder, causing Yamato to jump back. You now see my power, said the man, as Yamato had a smirk on his face. You might be strong, but you have no training. It seems like Orochimaru is just using you to buy time. So you think I'm weak? Well, then I'll show you, the man screamed as he turned his full attention to Yamato. As the man rushed at Yamato, as he tried to just stomp down on Yamato, Yamato ran through hand signs, wood style, wood spikes, as wood came out of the ground and pierced the man from all angles. As he spit out blood. How is this possible? I got so strong. How were you able to defeat me? Orochimaru told me with this power, I would able to stop you all. As the man then looked around, as he saw most of the test subjects were dead, as he put his hand behind him slowly and pulled out a seal. If I'm going to die, I'm going to take you bastards with me, he said. As he quickly activated the seal, but Yamato killed him. But then the entire room started to light up, as the whole team looked around to see that seals were all over the wall, explosive seals. Yamato quickly rushed towards his group as he pulled them all together, as he started to run through hand signs, a way to protect them, wood style, but he then saw a bubble of chakra start to form around them as the place exploded. Outside, a distance away, Orochimaru was standing on top of a cliff, with Kabuto, as both of them were simply smiling at the explosion as Kabuto pushed up his glasses. Well, at least they didn't get any information from that, and we took care of them all. Orochimaru turned to Kabuto, yes, and let's go, as the both of them disappear from the hill. Back with the group, is everyone okay? Yamato wood barrier was able to cover them, but Naruto also put a chakra shield around them as well. Well, we're fine, said Sakura, as she sit up, as the wood barrier was still up. But there was a problem. They were covered under so much debris and stone. I have a way to get out of here, but I'm going to need your guys' help as well, Naruto told them. A few seconds later, I can't believe I have to do this, said Sakura, as she was currently carrying Naruto on her back, as Naruto was in a meditated state as he created a drill. And Sakura needed to carry him because he needed to be in a meditated state to do this, as a drill was digging through the ground while he created chakra barriers to push away the dirt and anything that might fall on them. As she had to be the one to do so because Yamato was putting wood support beams up to keep the tunnel from imploding behind them when Naruto pushed past with the drill. And Naruto refused to let Sai carry him. After a while, all of them let out a sigh of relief as they got above surface. I never want to go back in a tunnel again, said Naruto. For once I have to agree with you, Naruto, said Sakura, but I just wish I could have gotten a sample of what Orochimaru did to those people so I could try and help more people in the future if he might do it again. She then looked up to see an ink bottle with ink in it, as she saw Sai with a fake smile on his face. What is this? She asked, a bit confused, thinking that it was just ink. It's not ink, it's a sample. While we were fighting the creatures, I decided to use my ink to collect a sample of the creatures since our mission was to go in and find what was Orochimaru doing. I used an ink bottle because that was all I had, Sai told Sakura. Well, he was giving her half of the truth. The village needed to know about the blood, so if Danzo decided to use it to make soldiers of his own, the village wouldn't put up such an alert. As he gave this one to her, but he actually had a few test tubes that Danzo gave to him that he sealed away a long time ago. Smart move, Sai. We will be able to learn about this stuff, Sakura told him. Anyways, we aren't going to get anything else from this base, so we should go complete our mission, Yamato told them, getting nods from all of them. As he then turned to Naruto, do you need some time to recover, seeing that Naruto used a lot of chakra using the drill? No, I'm good, Naruto said, as he flipped back to his feet. Okay then, let's go back to the village, and be cautioned because Orochimaru might still be lurking around. Back at Konoha, after their long run, Team 7 made it back home and they were able to pass through the gates quickly. At the Hokage Tower, they all went there, although they all were a bit dirty and dusty after being buried alive. Lady Tsunade, we're back from the base, said Sakura to her sensei. Good to see all of you back. Now where's the report, she said, getting straight to business. Yamato nodded as he gave a detailed description of everything that happened, of them seeing Orochimaru, and he placed the stuff on the table that he collected, and Sakura also placed the blood as well. And after freeing ourselves, we made it back to the village as soon as we could, Yamato said, finished giving his report, as Tsunade was looking at the blood curiously. Thank you, now all of you are dismissed, except for Sakura. As all of the boys nodded and went off. What do you need, sensei? Said Sakura, as she looked at Lady Tsunade. Well, Sakura, you have been a great student for the past few years, and you haven't been in a really case to test your medical knowledge, so I will put you in the lead study to test this blood. Back with Sai. Lord Danzo, I have returned from my mission, said Sai, as he then gave a full report and gave Danzo the extra blood that he collected. The next day, Sakura was in the research lab with Tsunade and 3 other medics as they were going over the blood, as they were trying to figure out a way to know exactly what was its real purpose, but they still haven't gotten anything close yet. Suddenly, Danzo walked into the office. Danzo, Lady Snathy said. "Hello, Lady Snathy," said Danzo, as he looked at her. "I have came here to discuss the blood that you recently collected." "How do you know about that?" asked Snathy, as Danzo gave a small smile. "I have my ways," he said. Sigh, Lady Snatty thought, as she was the only reason why Danzo could have known of that. "Anyways, from what I have seen here, your students have been going well, except for one thing." "And what is that?" Snathy asked, as she looked at Danzo. But instead of speaking, he just signaled for two of his envoys to come, as they went around the corner and got a struggling man, as the both envoys held on to the man, making him unable to move, as they brought him in the lab and strapped him down on a table. "Danzo, what are you doing?" asked Tsunade, as Danzo didn't respond, as the mans then tied the man down on the surgery table. "Now hold on, Danzo, what the hell are they doing?" asked Tsunade. "We are just going to do the last part of your student study for her. After all, what kind of test would it be if we don't see how it does to a person? Now, shall we begin?" said Danzo. "No, we don't need to see anyone else become one of those things," said Sakura. "Stop this test, Danzo," Tsunade ordered. "I am afraid it is too late," said Danzo with a nod, as his envoy then injected the man in his neck. "If it make both of you feel better, this man was on death row because of his crimes anyway," Danzo told them, as he was then lifted up into the air by Tsunade. "How dare you come into my hospital and mess with my student studies without my permission?" "Well, I am sorry, Tsunade, but it was already done before I could stop him. Though, could you please put me down? Because it would be a really bad thing if he were to injured one of the elders on the council." As Tsunade grunted as she placed Danzo down. Down on the table, the man quickly began to scream out in agony as his entire body started to shake, as black veins run through his skin, as his eyes then turned completely black and his skin turned into a grayish color with the veins still pulsing out. As he then went quiet. "Untie him," said Danzo, as his envoy walked over and cut the restraint, as the man just stood up like a zombie. "How are you feeling?" the guard asked as he looked at the man, but he got no response. "I order you to walk forward," the guard said, but he still didn't get any response. Well, it seemed like they do not take orders, so how was they were able to control it in the first place? Danzo thought. Now let's see how they do to pain. "No!" Sakura cried out. "We have already learned enough today. Foolish little girl. You wanted to become a ninja. You should have thought that most stuff when it comes to ninja isn't pretty. We must get information before this is used against us." Suddenly, Tsunade punched the zombie man right in the face, sending him crash into the wall, as that punch killed him instantly. "There, we find out he can't take pain," Tsunade growled out as she walked close to Danzo. "And don't you ever insult my student." "Well, it seems we have learned a little today," said Danzo, as he turned around and gestured for his envoy to follow him as he went off. Back with Naruto. After meeting with Tsunade and leaving the office, Naruto quickly got a bowl of ramen. As he got there, he greeted Amy, who gave him a big smile as she was happy he was back. "Aw, Naruto, you will miss me?" she said. "Of course I miss you," Naruto said. As Amy then asked him, how did the mission go? As he told her about the zombie fight, as she then went and get the ramen as he sat there and enjoyed his meal. As the both of them talked for a long while, until Amy break was over and Naruto said his goodbyes as he left the money on the counter. As Naruto went back to his apartment, as he got in quietly, as he didn't hear or see Haku, so he thought that she wasn't in, as he quickly went up to his room, as he opened the door and slipped in, as He didn't even notice his bed, but he was tired, so he decided to just have a sleep. As he jumped on it, but he then felt something move under the covers. As he quickly flipped up, wondering what was going on. As he then pulled away the covers to see Haku, as she just got up. "Oh Naruto, you're here," Haku said. "What are you doing in my room?" Naruto asked. "Well, I missed you," she said, blushing a bit. "I am just used to sleeping over here with you, so I couldn't sleep alone." "Sorry for that," she said. "No trouble," Naruto said. "Now, I am tired from a long mission, so move over." As Haku sniffed the air. "No, take a shower first. You smell." "Oh come on, it's not that bad, is it?" Naruto asked as he just wanted to sleep. But he saw Haku's reaction. "Fine," he said, as he went to take a shower. The next morning, Naruto woke up in his bed as Haku got up as well. "Good morning, Haku," Naruto said, as she said good morning as well. "So, why were you so tired anyways?" Naruto asked her, seeing that she still seemed a bit tired. "I have been working a lot of long shifts recently, and yesterday I just finished up with a long overtime." "Why are you working so hard?" Naruto asked her. "Well, besides on getting a little more extra spending cash, I am trying to prove to the board that I can go out on the field as well, and get Tsunade's attention as well," she said with a smile. "You know, I could just talk to Tsunade and see if she can help you out." "Because you have proven yourself already," Naruto told her, as he wanted to help her out. As she just smiled and gave him a kiss. "It's sweet that you would do that for me, Naruto, but I want to do this myself, okay?" Haku told him. "Okay, just let me know if you change your mind." As his stomach then grumbled, as Haku smirked, as the both of them went out to get breakfast. As the both of them were in a diner, as Ino saw them. "Hey guys," she said. "Hey Ino, how are you doing today?" Naruto asked with a smile. "I am doing good, Naruto. Just getting ready for another day of training with the team." "Just you wait, you and Forehead will have to keep up to the way how strong I am going to get," Ino told him. "Eventually I am sure you will, Ino." "Alright, then come spar with me," said Ino. "Sure," said Naruto. "Really?" she said, with a twinkle in her eye. "Then come to the training field and spar with us. And when I win, I want a gift," she told him. "Alright, okay, I will do whatever you want if you win. But what do I get if I win?" Naruto asked. She just smiled at him as she walked towards him. "I don't know. What could I ever give you that will be considered a reward for you?" As she put her finger on his chest and rubbed it up to his chin as she stopped on his cheek. "Do you have any ideas, Naruto?" As Naruto got all red as he then went in to kiss her, but she moved away. "Good idea. I will give you a nice kiss if you win," she said. "Fine," said Naruto, "but prepare yourself." "You ready to get the fight of your life?" said Ino. "Sure," said Naruto, as he then went and paid the bill. As we skip to Amy, that was with one of her friends, as she had a day off, as she was currently in a bar. It was night time. As the both of them were drinking and talking, suddenly the door burst open as Sakura came in. As Sakura went up to the bartender, "Give me one of the strongest booze you have," she said, as she slammed the money down on the table. As she started cursing at the man because the man saw that she was already drunk. "Miss, I think you have enough already tonight," the man said. As Amy noticed this, Sakura looked like she was about to punch the man lights out. As Amy then went up to the bartender and asked the man for a bottle of whiskey. As she bought it, "Hey Sakura, I'll give it to you if you follow me." As she didn't understand why Sakura was acting this way. As Sakura followed behind Amy, swirling a bit as she seemed very drunk. As Amy and her friend went to Naruto's house. As Amy knocked on the door, as Naruto opened the door in his boxers. "What's going on?" he said, as he saw Amy. "Hey, Naruto, I am sorry for coming here this time, but we found Sakura like this." As Sakura then rushed at Amy. "Give it to me now," she said. But Naruto quickly knocked her out, as he brought her upstairs and placed her in the bed. as he then came back downstairs and looked at Amy and the other girl. Well, what exactly happened? He asked. As the girls told Naruto that they just found Sakura this way, as Naruto told them that he will take care of her, as the both of them thanked him, and they went off. The next morning, Sakura slowly opened her eyes, as the sunlight hit her in her eyes. As she sat up in the bed, why does my head kill me so much? What happened last night, she wondered, as she then noticed that she wasn't in her room. Where am I? She asked as she jumped out of bed, slowly as she looked around. As her stomach then started to feel away, as she rushed to the bathroom, as she then started to puke out her stomach. After a minute or two, she stood up back. As she looked into the mirror, her hair was all frosty and wild, as she was only wearing a pink bra. Oh no, oh no, 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 she started to cry out. Did my first time happen last night or something? And I don't even remember what happened? Sakura then turned around as she looked at the door to see Haku standing there. Haku? Sakura mumbled out shocked. If you're here, then that means this is Naruto's home. As Haku nodded, well, at least it was with someone who actually cared for me, and not some kind of freak. She muttered out, confusing Haku. What do you mean? Haku asked. Haku looked at me. The only reason I will look like this now is Naruto and I did it when I was... Well, I don't know what made my head so foggy. Sakura, you really don't remember what happened last night, did you? As Sakura shook her head no. But guys, gonna be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. And stay in tune on my main channel tonight because I'm going to be posting what if Tsunade was Naruto's mother, and also what if Kurama gave Naruto a dojutsu. But for now guys, I'm out of here. See you later.